Here are the 3 best ways that I found to grind Donpa tickets in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. I'll be starting off with the least effective method and then building up to the most effective method by the end of the video, so stick around. There's also timestamps, so you can always just skip forward. Also, obviously, these are currently the best methods. Things could change in the future and they could buff the ticket rates in certain other game modes, but for now, these are the best ways from what I found. And if you're wondering why I'm including 3 and not just the one best method, well, in case you guys get bored and you want to break up the monotony, you could always just move on to another method. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we've got the Grand Prix mode. Now, although this is, yes, the least effective way to get tickets, it is also the easiest way to get tickets in this game, in my opinion. After beating all 23 rival characters in the game at least once, you're going to unlock Supersonic, and with Supersonic, you're going to make it really easy to beat any level 10 rival in this game. So the method's really easy. Select Grand Prix mode, pick Supersonic, select any rival, increase the rival difficulty to level 10, and you're going to get 25 tickets as a reward for beating that rival. It can be on any speed. I recommend Supersonic speed because it's the fastest. Pick any Grand Prix. Honestly, I think Donpa Grand Prix is probably the easiest, and all you have to do is win every race. That's it, and the main reason why it's so easy to do is because you got Supersonic, who is in fact invincible to any enemy attack, meaning you don't need to worry about defensive items, just using boost items and attack items to win. Alright, let's break it down mathematically. How effective is this strategy? There are 4 races in a Grand Prix. The first 3 races are going to award you 25 tickets each, and here's a breakdown explaining why. You get 10 tickets for coming in first place, 5 tickets for some dumb milestone like, I don't know, number 1 item box collector, number 1 drift booster. The game's going to find any reason to give you that one, so you're good. And 10 tickets for getting all 5 red star rings again on repeat playthroughs. So that's 75 tickets for the first 3 races, but the final race doesn't have any red star rings to collect, so how many are you going to get there? You've got to subtract the 10 red ring tickets immediately, since again, no red rings, plus the 25 tickets that you get for beating a level 10 rival. So you get 40 tickets on the final race, meaning you get 115 tickets for beating a Grand Prix, placing in first every time, and collecting all the red star rings. So 115 tickets for 4 races, which is about 15 minutes in total. That's really not that bad, all things considered, but it's really mostly effective if it's your first time getting all the red star rings in a Grand Prix. So there are way better methods. Coming in at the number 2 spot for the best ways to earn tickets, festivals. Now, as mixed as I am on festivals, I can't deny that they're a really good way to earn Donpa tickets, especially after the recent buff to the ticket earn rates. Festivals are a limited time rotational online game mode, meaning they're only supposed to appear every so often, but they've pretty much been happening every single weekend. I think there was only one weekend we didn't get a festival, so they're really common. By the way, if you're on PlayStation, Xbox, or Switch, pretty much any console, unfortunately, just to be able to play online, you do have to pay for whatever your console's subscription service is, so yeah, keep that in mind. Here's how festivals work. While a festival is live, every 30 minutes or so, you're going to have an objective which is pulled straight out of Race Park that you've got to go for and try to win. The more you win, especially getting consecutive wins, the more points you're going to earn that go towards progressing through your battle pass. Right now, the Persona Festival is live, and so you can see a lot of the tiers are Persona themed, so there's a lot of Persona themed items, but a lot of the other tiers are Donpa tickets. You start out with 50 Donpa tickets in the earlier tiers, and then you build up to 100 Donpa tickets by the end. When you get all the tiers completed, every tier you get from that point on is going to be 100 Donpa tickets, which is really, really good. And recently they also buffed the earn rates for points regardless of whether you place first, second, or third as a team, which means you're going to get a lot of points towards your pass no matter your placement. From my experience, I was able to go up a tier after 2 or 3 races. It really depends on how well I'm doing. And that's already a huge improvement from Grand Prix, because if best case scenario after 2 races you get 100 Donpa tickets, that beats out the 4 races to get 115 Donpa tickets. So it is really effective, but there's only one reason why I don't think it's the best, and that's because you don't earn any Donpa tickets simply for completing races. I went back through the footage just to make sure I wasn't crazy, and yeah, there's no first place bonus, no weird dumb number 1 drift booster bonus, nothing like that. Like, nothing pops up at the end of a race. It's just whatever you get through the battle pass. And for that reason, I really think they need to buff the earn rates even more for Festival. I think this was a good step up from what we had before, especially when you consider those special double points rounds, which really do help progressing the pass. I still think it's not enough. Alright, coming in at the number 1 spot, this is by far easily the best way to grind Donpa tickets in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Most of you already know where I'm going with this. Race Park. Now I will say, you guys are going to think I'm crazy at first because Race Park does take quite a bit of time before it becomes a truly goated Donpa ticket grinding method, but if you stick with it, have the patience early on, you're going to see why it's so good near the end. Now I did already make a Race Park video, all the rewards, so you can go check that out, but TLDR, you face off against 8 rival teams. When you beat a rival team 3 times, you get a reward, and every time you beat all 8 rival teams, you're going to get new rewards. Now Race Park is an absolute grind fest, but it is worth it. Beat all the teams the first time, you get a bunch of boards and vehicles. Beat all the teams a second time, you get a bunch of boards and 25 tickets for some of the teams. But when you beat the rival teams 3 times, then you're going to get 30 Donpa tickets per team. And after you beat them 4 times, you're going to get 35 Donpa tickets per team. And every single time you beat them over and over again, you're going to keep increasing the number of Donpa tickets you get per team by 5. And eventually, you're going to hit a cap of 70 Donpa tickets per team. Now that alone is really good, 70 tickets every 3 races, but it gets even better. Just like in Grand Prix mode, every time you finish a race, you're going to get race rewards. You get 10 tickets for coming in first place, 5 tickets for something dumb like #1 item box collector, and 1 to 5 tickets depending on the rival team's level. If you beat a level 1 rival team, you get 1 ticket. If you beat a level 10 rival team, you get 5 tickets. For this, I just recommend playing at the difficulty you're most comfortable with, to be honest. We'll get into more of that later. But let's assume worst case scenario, say you can only beat a level 1 rival team. That would still net you 16 tickets per race. So 48 tickets plus 70 tickets for beating a rival team, that would get you 118 tickets every 3 races, which makes it instantly better than Festival and Grand Prix. But wait, there's more. You can optimize this way further if you have another controller. First, I just want to say I do think that you should be facing off against level 10 rival teams because it's really going to make the strat much better. You're going to have a lot more fun, and it's really not that difficult. Let me explain. I recommend using a gadget setup like this, Air Trick Expert, Ring Bounty for doing tricks, and of course the Drift Charge Kit. It's really good. Playing any character on Extreme Gear, playing E-Stadium on Extreme Match. Extreme Match is a lot of fun. It's really good, and the best part about Extreme Match is you're going to get some of the most powerful items in the game right off the bat. Lots of lasers, lots of boost wisps, lots of drills, so many ways to cut through the grass and take shortcuts. It's going to make it really easy to get ahead of the competition and a lot of fun. So just by beating a level 10 rival every 3 races, you're getting an additional 4 tickets per race. And that takes you from 118 tickets to 130 tickets per race. And here's the best part. If you have a second controller and a rubber band, make sure that you connect the second controller, go into the options, select player 2, make sure that you follow all the settings you see here, primarily disable vibrations, make sure trick assist is enabled, disable steering assist because it's going to make it harder for them to get to the end, and make sure that you set the accelerate to be right bumper, and I'll explain why. Now back out to the menu, make sure you click on 2-player after clicking play, go to Race Park, select this gadget combo for your second player, and then start the game. As the match starts, put a rubber band on your second controller, make sure that the rubber band is holding down the right trigger so that way the second player is always driving. That's the most important thing. It needs to detect that the second player is always driving in order to give you a really good bonus at the end. Now that everything is set up, all you have to do is win the race with player 1, so it's going to be a little tough to play with the split screen, but shouldn't be that much more difficult. And when you win with player 1, by the time you get to the end, player 2 is going to be really close to the goal, and he's probably going to have a lot of items to use like drills or lasers or whatever, so just use those items to get to the end. And boom, you get yourself a 10 ticket multiplayer bonus every time you win a race like this. That's 10 additional tickets every race. That means using Race Park, you can get up to 160 Donpa tickets every 3 races, best case scenario. That is really good. And the cool thing about playing the game like this with a second player is anytime the second player gets an item like a King Boom Boost, some weights, slime, whatever it is that can help you out while you're behind, you can use that to win races even easier. Now, in case you're wondering, yes, I did test this out with 3 controllers. No, it doesn't increase the multiplayer bonus, so I'm guessing a 4th controller probably wouldn't either. But that's probably a good thing because I feel like it's going to get really annoying playing in one corner of the screen the entire time and trying to get 3 other players to get to the end, so it's probably for the best. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, hope you found it helpful. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below if you guys find a better method to get Donpa tickets in the game. I'll be sure to make an updated video, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Major shout out to all the channel members, man. You guys are insane. You keep the channel going, and I really, truly, greatly appreciate your generosity. We're growing so fast, it's getting so difficult to keep up with. It's kind of overwhelming, but I wanted to make sure that I highlighted each and every one of you because I couldn't have done any of this without you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the love and support. If you'd like to become a channel member, be sure to hit that join button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.